Do you find yourself setting goals at the beginning of every year only to watch them quietly fade by February? Most marketing teams I've worked with have the same pattern. In January, everyone has all these things they want to accomplish. But after a month or two, the reality of all your day-to-day workload creeps in, and one by one, all those ambitious goals get pushed aside. The problem usually isn't the goals themselves, it's that there isn't a clear system for accomplishing those goals. What if you had a straightforward framework for setting goals that actually stick? One built on the best practices from the foremost authorities on goal setting. Aloha, I'm Brent Shiratori, and this is Idea Marketing. In this video, I'll be walking you through a 7-part system for setting and achieving marketing goals. Here's what we're covering. First, how to build a goal hierarchy so you stay consistent on what matters while staying flexible on tactics. Second, picking your North Star metric plus 2 or 3 drivers. Third, identifying 3 to 5 repeatable actions that actually move those drivers. Fourth, a quick readiness ritual to get into execution mode. Fifth, shaping your environment so marketing happens without willpower. Sixth, pre-planning obstacles with if-then rules. And seventh, a weekly review structure that only takes 30 minutes but will keep you on track for the rest of the week. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete template you can fill in for your own business. Let's start with a concept that helped me shift my thinking about how goals should work. Most people set goals as a flat list. Revenue target, lead target, website traffic target, social followers. They treat all of them equally. But researcher Angela Duckworth, who studies grit and perseverance, found something useful. The people who achieve their goals aren't stubborn about everything. They're stubborn about the big thing and flexible about all the rest of the small things. She calls this a goal hierarchy. Think of it like a pyramid. At the top, you have your ultimate marketing aim. This is enduring. It doesn't change quarter to quarter. It's something like, be the most trusted plumbing company that people go to because we're on time, provide accurate estimates, and always find a way to get the job done. In the middle, if you're familiar with the EOS framework, you have your 90-day rocks. These are basically 1 to 3 mission-critical initiatives you will not drop. You commit to these for a full quarter. And at the bottom, you have your weekly and daily actions, the specific tasks that make the rocks happen. The rule: you can change channels and tactics weekly, but you don't change the 90-day rocks unless reality truly shifts. Let me give you an example. A dental practice might have an enduring aim to be the most trusted family dentist in their area. Their 90-day rock is building a referral system. Weekly actions including sending 3 review requests per day and posting 1 patient story per week. The rock doesn't change. The posting schedule might, and you might change your script for requesting reviews, but the commitment to building that referral system stays locked in for 90 days. And this is why most marketing goals fail. Teams change their rocks every few weeks based on whatever feels urgent. They're flexible at the top of the pyramid instead of at the bottom. Now let's talk about metrics so you know if your goal hierarchy is actually working or not. I see marketing teams tracking 15 different metrics at a time. Website visits, email open rates, social engagement, cost per click, return on ad spend. And by tracking everything, they end up focusing on nothing. Instead, pick one North Star and 2 or 3 drivers. Your North Star is a lagging indicator. It's the outcome you ultimately care about, like sales, bookings, qualified leads, or orders. This is the number that tells you if your marketing is actually working. Your drivers are leading indicators. These are metrics that predict if you'll accomplish your North Star. In marketing, leading indicators are important because not every tactic may directly affect sales. I think we can all agree that social media is important for most businesses. But honestly, when's the last time you saw a company's post and then went out to buy that product because of that specific post? That's just not the way it works. Consumers often need multiple touch points before they'll actually buy your product. So lead indicators help us focus on building that relationship with the consumer so that when they're ready to buy, they know exactly who they want to buy from. I recommend choosing one leading indicator metric from each of these 3 categories. Visibility: how many of the right people are seeing you? This could be local reach, Google business profile reviews, or website visits. Conversion: how many of those people are taking action, like calls, form fills, DMs, or booking rate? Follow-up: how well are you handling the people who actually engage? replies to reviews or post comments, response rate, proposal submission time. So a home services company might track Google Business Profile reviews for visibility, form submissions for conversion, and response time under 60 minutes for follow-up. Each driver gets one number. I also recommend adding guardrails. These are non-negotiables that keep you from chasing metrics at any cost. These could include no sketchy promotions, maximum spend per week, unqualified leads don't count. Your North Star tells you if you're winning, your drivers tell you why, your guardrails prevent bad behaviors just to meet your goals, but don't reflect their true intent. Now we get tactical. You've got your hierarchy, you've got your North Star and drivers. Now you need to decide what you're actually going to do each week. I call these your plays. Choose 3 to 5 repeatable actions that fit your business. Here are 5 categories to consider. 1, your offer structure. For example, you could have 1 core offer and 1 seasonal or promotional offer. 2, local partnerships and referrals. How can you leverage other businesses, organizations, and people that you're friendly with to get them to send people to you, as well as you to them? 3, social proof, like before and after photos, case studies, testimonials, or FAQs. This is the evidence that makes people trust you. 4, advertising. But tread with caution. A lot of traditional advertising is just paid waste. You gotta be clear on what your goal for the advertising is, like website visits, and make sure you're measuring it. Ads amplify what's already working, but they can't fix a flawed offer or messaging. 5, follow-up system. Templates, reminders, and reactivation campaigns for leads who didn't convert the first time. For each play, you should define 4 things. Owner, who is responsible for this play. Weekly output, what gets shipped every week. Success metric, how do you know it's working? Change it threshold. When do you pause or adjust? So let me give you an example. For a med spa who is focusing on social proof, the owner could be the front desk manager. The weekly output is getting 3 before and after posts and 1 video testimonial request. The success metric is 3 new testimonials per month. The change it threshold is if we go 2 weeks with 0 new testimonials, we need to adjust the ask script. Rather than guessing whether these things are working, this helps you define what success looks like and when to make a change. Now let's talk about execution, because having a plan is one thing, actually doing the work is another. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman has talked about 2 simple techniques for ramping up focus before a work block, and it only takes 60 to 120 seconds. First, fixed point visual focus. Pick a point on your screen or on the wall and hold your visual attention there for 1 minute. I know this sounds almost too simple, but it activates the neural circuits associated with focus and reduces perceived effort for the work that follows. Second, a negative outcome prompt. Ask yourself, if we don't do this marketing work this week, what will it cost us? Huberman talks about visualizing failure as more motivating for sustained action rather than only visualizing success. So take a minute and think about your leads drying up, your sales pipeline stalled, all your proposals on hold. This simple ritual installs a consistent trigger that tells your brain it's time to work. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, has a concept I remind myself over and over. He says, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the levels of our systems. For marketing, this means reducing friction everywhere. Make marketing the path of least resistance. Here are 2 techniques that really help. First, the 2-minute start. Every marketing task has a 2-minute version. Instead of create a social post, the 2-minute version is open Canva and pick a template. Instead of write the email, it's open the doc and write the subject line. You're not committing to the whole task, you're just starting. And once you start, momentum usually carries you forward. Second, make it obvious. Have ready-to-go templates, keep a database of swipe files you can pull from. Have pre-approved offers documented. Put everything together in one easy-to-access place. It could be a Dropbox folder, a Notion database, a ClickUp space, whatever works for your team so they know where they can go to get the help they need. Small teams lose the hesitation. They know they should post something, but they don't know what to say. They know they should send the email, but they don't know where the template is. Every time someone has to search for something, you're burning activation energy. Design your environment so the next action is obvious. Here's a question. What happens when things don't go according to plan? You miss the Tuesday post. Your ads aren't generating leads. Your response time slips. In most teams, these situations create confusion. Who makes the call? What do we do? The solution is to pre-plan your obstacles with if-then rules. You're converting intention into automatic action before the obstacle arrives. For each play in your system, write 2 to 4 rules. Like, if you miss the Tuesday post, then you'll publish a pre-written post about why you love your customers. And that could just be a photo plus 2 lines of text. If response time exceeds 60 minutes, then we enable the autoresponder and assign a callback. If ads run 3 days with 0 leads, then we pause and swap the offer, the geography, or the creative. You're not making decisions in the moment. You make them in advance. So when the obstacle shows up, you already know what to do. Think of it like your execution insurance plan. And it works because the hard part isn't knowing what to do, it's knowing what to do when you're stressed and busy. These rules remove that problem. The last part of the system is the weekly review. This is where everything comes together. It only takes 30 minutes, divided into 3 parts. For the first 10 minutes, review your scoreboard. Look at your North Star, your 3 drivers, and your guardrails. Are you meeting your goals? Next 15 minutes are for decisions. Based on your scoreboard, look at each play and determine if you're going to double down, pause, or iterate. If you're making a change, assign an owner and a deadline. For the final 5 minutes, do a values check. Ask yourself, is this aligned with our values, or are we chasing a metric? That last part matters more than you think. I've seen marketing teams hit their numbers while damaging their brand. They chased engagement with content that didn't represent who they are. They ran promotions that attracted the wrong customers. The values check helps to keep you honest. The scoreboard tells you where you are, the decisions keep you moving, the value check keeps you grounded. Okay, let's bring it all together. 7 parts to this system. 1, build your goal hierarchy. Stay gritty at the top, flexible at the bottom. 2, pick your North Star and drivers. 1 outcome metric, 3 leading indicators. 3, choose 3 to 5 repeatable plays with clear owners and outputs. 4, add a readiness ritual. 2 minutes of focus before each marketing block. 5, shape the environment. Reduce friction everywhere. 6, pre-plan obstacles with if-then rules. And finally, 7, run a 30-minute weekly review. So here's what I want you to do after this video. First, write down what is your ultimate marketing aim. Second, select your 90-day rocks and weekly actions. Third, schedule your first weekly review for next Monday. Put it on the calendar right now. If this framework helps you to think differently about your marketing goals, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now go write your ultimate marketing aim. And remember, you don't need to buy more ads when you have better ideas.